Hi students, chat window. ఇది నెట్ డిస్కనెక్ట్ అయిపోతుంది. ఇప్పుడు వచ్చింది, మళ్ళీ మధ్యలో డిస్కనెక్ట్ అయ్యి మళ్ళీ కనెక్ట్ అవుతుంది. నెట్ వచ్చింది కానీ మొన్న కూడా మధ్యలో డిస్కనెక్ట్ అయ్యింది. సరే చూద్దాం. అదే చేయండి. Online students, is that the screen is visible? Right. Okay. What is the last concept? There's scenarios, right? Okay. Let's complete on that. There's scenarios. Okay. Okay. This heading is done, right? Okay. So just continue with the same. Mention that entry criteria and then exit criteria and make a note of these points here. You're already done with the heading is the scenarios, written the description. Under that, mention that entry criteria, these particular points, and then exit criteria, these particular points. Online students also have a heading is entry criteria, that respective points, and exit criteria, that particular respective points. Make a note of up to that exit criteria. Why more absentees are there today? Festival. Okay, festival. Tomorrow? Tomorrow also Rakhi, okay. Make a note of up to this. Done? Okay, right. Let's understand on it. So we have been taking care about in implementing this STLC. Meaning of STLC? What is it? Software testing life cycle. As part of STLC, what is the first step need to be done? What is it? Requirement understanding. After that, test plan. After that, test scenarios. After that, test cases. After that, test execution. Okay. After that, bug reporting. Okay. After that, test closure. So as part of STLC, we need to be taking care about in implementing with these particular steps. In that, as simple as taking with requirements understanding, this particular requirements understanding, we need to be refer all the project related documents related to that particular project. Whatever the documents are there, you need to be taking care about that particular project related documents. So you need to be referring all project related documents, and you will understand what are the functionalities need to be tested. And then you will be taking with test plan. This particular test plan. Who will prepare the test plan? Who will prepare the test plan? Considering the test lead. Test lead has been taking care about in preparing this particular test plan. While preparing with the test, and then considering the exit criteria. While preparing this particular test plan, the lead has been taking care about in having with entry criteria and then considering the exit criteria. What is the meaning of entry criteria? Meaning of entry criteria? Reference documents here. Meaning of exit criteria? Result or output. As simple as if we consider test plan. For the test plan, as part of entry criteria, what is the first document need to refer? For test plan as part of entry criteria, what is the first document? Approved? Approved PMP. Meaning of PMP? Project Management Plan. Who will prepare the PMP document? Who will prepare? Project Manager. What is the next one? Approved SRS. Meaning of SRS? Software Requirement Specification. What is another name? What is it? System Requirement Specification. What is the next document? What is the next step? Test plan. Meaning of guidelines. Rules and regulations. What is the next one? Test plan template. Meaning of the template? Format here. So that you will be taking with entry criteria. What is exit criteria for test plan? No. Exit criteria for test plan. I'm asking that what is the exit criteria for test plan? What is it? Test plan should be reviewed and approved. That particular test plan should be reviewed and it's need to be get approved. Who has been preparing the test plan? Who has been preparing the test plan? Test plan is prepared by test lead. Approved by project manager. This project manager, what is the document he was preparing? PMP document. PMP document has been prepared by manager. Reviewed by PMP document prepared by project manager. Reviewed by project manager. If we consider test plan has been prepared by test lead, approved by project manager. Project manager prepared the document of PMP. PMP document prepared by manager, approved by client. Approved by client. As simple as project manager preparing the PMP document. That particular PMP document need to be get approved by the client here, because that particular one, it got mentioning that the whole project management plan, how exactly the whole project need to be continued, that it will be taking with this particular PMP here. Because of that PMP document prepared by manager, of test scenarios, we need to be get mentioning that what need to be tested. The meaning of test scenarios, we need to be get mentioning that what need. Same time, we will be considering that high level design here. Okay. In a similar way, we got test cases. The one we will be considering the test scenarios. What is the next one? Test cases. This particular test cases mentioning that how to be tested, and considering that low level design. Two things we got. One is scenarios, one is test cases. What is the meaning of scenarios? Meaning of the scenarios. What need to be tested? What is another name? No. For Right. Screen is visible. Online students can respond in the chat window. Online students can respond in the chat window. Okay, right. So let's complete on this. So we need to be get mentioning the one we got test scenarios and the one will be mentioned test cases. Meaning of the test scenarios. What is the meaning of test scenarios? What is it? What need to be tested? What is another name we mentioned? High level design or high level document. We can consider that high level design or we can consider that high level document. In a similar way, we got any test cases. What is the meaning of the test cases? What is it? How to be tested. And that will be mentioning about low level design or you can consider that low level document. So what is the meaning of test cases? That will take into further step. For now, we need to be get comfortable. We need to be get comfortable in working with. So we need to be get comfortable in taking care about having with these particular test scenarios. So let's understand in a very detail what exactly mean by this test scenarios and how exactly we need to be get implement. As usual, these test scenarios also, if you want to be get document with the test scenarios, if you want to be get document with the test scenarios, taking with the help of entry criteria and then taking with the help of exit criteria. As simple as meaning of entry criteria. Meaning of entry criteria. Reference documents. Meaning of exit criteria. Result or output. Now considering with the test scenarios. For test scenarios, what is the entry criteria? What is the first point? What is it? Approved test plan. Now see the understanding. Our requirement is we need to be get prepared the scenarios. For preparing the scenarios, we mentioned that required in a test plan. Why we need to refer the test plan? For preparing with the scenarios, why we need to refer test plan? Requirement is need to be get prepared the scenarios. Scenarios prepared cheyali. For the purpose of preparing with the scenarios, why we need to refer with the test plan? What is the use of that? What is it? Client requirement SRS document will be there, right? Requirements will be there in the requirement document. But the question is why we need to refer with the test plan. Test plan and the refer cheyali. If we look into test plan content, see the point number 5. What you written? Point number 5. In the test plan content, point number 5. What is it? What is it? Test schedule. What is the meaning of that? What is it? Timelines here. So the meaning of that particular test schedule, it is considering with the timelines here. So as simple as need to be get provide timelines. When testing need to be started, when testing need to be completed, what are the activities need to be done, all the information need to be get provided, all that information need to be get provided in that particular test plan here. So considering this particular test plan, you need to be get referring for the purpose of understanding with timelines here. Not only timelines here, you have other options also there, but mainly we can refer the test plan to understand what are the timelines are there, what is the duration has been provided. Next, taking the next document. What is the next document? What is the next document? SRS. Meaning of SRS? Software Requirement Specification. What is another name? System Requirement Specification. It's not like only need to refer SRS document having with other documents also, but this is what we will be taking with the guidelines, rules and regulations. So for this particular test scenario, you need to be taking care about that particular rules and regulations. Then you will be taking with this particular test scenario template. Meaning of the template? Meaning of the template. Format. Who will prepare the templates? Who will prepare the templates? Who is it? Tester or test lead or test manager? Test lead. So all the templates has been taken care by this particular person of, test lead here. The lead has been taking care about, in preparing with the template. Once the template has been prepared, it will hand over to testing team. As a testing team, you have to take care about scenarios should be reviewed. It's not like only reviewed, it's need to be approved here. That particular review also, you will be having the different type of meetings. In that, what is the first meeting we got? Related to review. Stand-up meeting, that is in a different. What is it? Team member colleague. What is the terminology of that? Peer review. So the first review you will be having, peer review will be there. So what is the meaning of peer review? Meaning of the peer review? Taking with the colleagues or considering the team member. So the very first review taking care by team member and then taking with second level. What is the second level? What is it? Senior tester. After that, what is it? Test lead. Which you will be considering that. First review mentioning about peer review here. That is the first review you will have. And after that, taking with senior tester, and finally you will be taking with test lead here. So these particular scenarios, it's need to be get reviewed and it's need to be get approved here. This particular approve need to be get done with requirements here. What exactly the requirements has been provided, according to that particular requirements, it's need to be get taking care about documenting with the scenarios. So conclusion is, while working with test scenarios, what is the meaning of test scenarios? Meaning of the test scenarios. What need to be tested in that particular application? What kind of functionalities need to be tested? That need to be get provide. That need to be get considered as entry criteria. So first one is approved test plan. So the very first one is approved test plan. After that, approved SRS. After that, scenario guidelines. After that, scenario template. So all these particular things, considering the entry criteria for test scenarios. Exit criteria, as simple as the lead will be taking care about doing with the review and then taking care about doing with approve here. So that information will be provided by taking with the help of this particular test scenarios. Okay. Now we need to start preparing with the test scenarios. To prepare with the test scenarios, you will be taking with the help of scenario template. Meaning of the template? Meaning of the template format. So the meaning of template, we need to get mentioning the format. So as part of our project requirement, we have been taking care about working with these particular template. So let's understand in a very detail what is the meaning of this template. Make a note of the description for each and every column. Just I'll give the description. Make a note of the description for each and every column here. Okay. Right. Take with the first option. First is company logo. Take with the first one, company logo. First one is company logo. Take the description. Logo of the company or logo of the project. Logo of the company or logo of the project. Logo of the company or logo of the project. Next, project ID. Next one is project ID. Next one is project ID. Take the description. ID of the project. ID of the project. ID of the project. After that, project name. Next one is project name. Description is name of the project. Name of the project. Name of the project. Take with the next one, identified by. Next one is identified by. Next one is identified by. Considering the tester name. Identified by tester name. Tester name. Take with the next one, date identified. Next one is date identified. Date identified. Take the description. Current date. Current date of writing test scenarios. Current date of writing test scenarios. Current date of writing test scenarios. Take the next one, reviewed by. Next one is reviewed by. Reviewed by test lead. Reviewed by is test lead. Reviewed by test lead. Take with the next one. What is the next one? Date review. You can mention that future date. Mention that future date. Date reviewed is future date. Approved by. Approved by. Approved by also test lead only. Okay. Approved by test lead. Approved by test lead. After that, date approved. Date approved is future date. 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 Take with the next column names. Take with the first column name TS. Take with the first column name TS. First column name is TS. What is the description? Description. Test scenario or Telangana state? Test scenario Telangana state. Test scenario, not Telangana state. Test scenario ID or test scenario number. Test scenario ID or test scenario number. Test scenario ID or test scenario number. Take with the next one. Requirement ID or else you can mention just requirement. Mention that next column name is requirement. Take the description. Requirement ID. Requirement ID or requirement number. Requirement ID or requirement number. Requirement ID or requirement number. After that, take with the next one, main functionality. Next one is main functionality. Description is page name or module name. Page name or module name. Page name or module name. Okay. Next is scenario description. Next one is test scenario description. Test scenario description. Take the description. What need to be tested? What need to be tested? Within a brackets HLD. Within a brackets HLD. HLD means, what is it? High level document or high level design. Okay. Next. Test case name or test case ID. Test case name or test case ID. Test case name. Test case name or test case ID. Description, ID of the test case. 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 Take with the next one. Document ID or reference. Document ID or reference. Document ID or reference. Document ID or reference. Take the description. Documents to be referred documents to be referred, documents to be referred, documents to be referred to prepare test scenarios, documents to be referred to prepare test scenarios, to prepare test scenarios, documents to be referred to prepare scenarios. Take with the next one. What is it? Comments. Take the description. More information related to, more information related to test scenarios, more information related to test scenarios, more information related to test scenarios. Okay, right. So let's see that how exactly we can document it. Our requirement is we need to get prepared with the test scenarios. To prepare with the test scenarios, taking with the help of entry criteria. To prepare with the test scenarios, taking with the help of entry criteria. This particular entry criteria, what is the first one it got mentioned? Approved test plan. In case of real time, taking with the help of approved test plan, and then you will start referring it. Along with that, need to be taking care about next document. What is the next document? What is it? Approved SRS. We need to be taking care about approved SRS by referring with the SRS document. We need to start documenting with the scenarios. Further, if we just refer this particular requirement document, by referring with the requirement document, we need to understand. Let's see that how we can understand on it. So got the printouts? Got or forgot? Open your printouts. Just open your printouts. Online students also. Why no one bring it? No, still most of the people. Yesterday we bring it, sir, but you did not ask it, sir. But from tomorrow it is mandatory, guys. It's mandatory. From tomorrow, without having the printout, don't come to the session. Tomorrow session will be there. Please maintain with the requirement document. Please maintain that particular printout. Okay, right. So first open that documents, and on the first page, write down your name and your mobile number. On the first page, write down your name and your mobile number only. After that, I'll get some complaints also. Because of that, write down your name and your mobile number. On the first page, write down your name and your mobile number. Okay. Let's understand. So what exactly this document is? What is the document we are referring? What is the document? SRS. Meaning of SRS? Software Requirement Specification. What is another name? System Requirement Specification. Okay. Now we can see how we can understand and what are the things need to be tested. Okay. Open this page number 3. Open this page number 3. See this document here. Look into this particular document, which has been clearly mentioning that. See the document here. This particular SRS document. See how you need to go through this requirement document. It is clearly mentioning that this SRS document is giving with the requirements for adapting. So our project name. What is our project name? What is our project name? Adapting. Related to this adapting project, it has been providing with the requirement document. Now you can see here. This particular SRS document is providing software functional and non-functional requirement. This document has been providing functional and non-functional requirement. So both the things has been provided. It is providing the functional requirement and providing with non-functional requirement also. And then this particular document has been intended to be used by the members of the whole project team, which has been used to implement and verify. To implement, development, verify, testing. So correctly working or not. So conclusion is the same document has been referred by the development team. At the same time, it has been referred by testing team. It has been referred by the development team and then it has been referred by the testing team. Okay. So and then all the requirements specified here. Consider as high priority. All the requirements which has been provided, considering the high priority. At the same time, it has been committed for release. So I mean, this particular SRS document, whatever the document is there, this document, all the requirements are high priority and then all these things has been committed for the release. As simple as all these things need to be developed and all these particular things need to be tested. Okay. So what exactly need to be tested? Let's see here. Let's see the understanding. So considering the purpose of the system, what exactly use of the system? So what is the use of the system? What is the use of this application? Yeah. I told that to refer this printout, remember? I told that need to be document what are the things he got understand, what are the things he have not understand. Done with that? Schedules are too busy, sir. If it in this case, again your schedule will become too busy with your study hours also. If you guys are not working it, I'll bring up with study hours also again. Even though it is manual testing, I require you guys need to be spent with at the time in doing the practice. I can understand as part of your full stack, you are taking care about other training programs also. Even though you are doing with the other trainings, you have to manage your schedule and you need to manage your practice. This is manual testing. Even though manual testing practice been mandatory, you guys need to be spend some time to see that how we can manage with other things. Now, the main purpose of this particular system, it is clearly mentioning that to search in a required hotel. That particular required hotel across one location or multiple location. One location or multiple location. One or multiple. Multiple location. The main intention of this project, we need to test the functionality. Either we are able to search in a hotel for multiple locations or not. That is what the main thing. Apart from that, not like only searching, this user is able to book in a hotel. Okay. If required, need to be get able to have a cancel. That particular cancel need to be get considering that providing with the proper reason. That cancel need to be done. That particular cancel we need to be get provide with the proper reason. So by providing with the proper reason, need to be done with cancellation. As simple as two main things here. So one is we need to search in a hotel for multiple locations. That functionality working or not. And then booking need to be done if required. Cancel need to be done by providing with the proper reasons here. Having all the models of that, providing with the models related to this application. So we guys need to be get taking care about. We guys need to be get taking care about in testing with the application by having all these models. See this particular model considering the 3.1. So what is the 3.1? What is the 3.1? New user registration. We have to test that. This new user registration functionality working or not. It is clearly mentioned. New user registration has been used. This new user registration has been used to get login details here. To start using this application, first we have to complete the activity of new user registration by using with the below form. To get this below form, what are the steps we have to follow? What are the steps we will follow? Launch browser, enter URL. After that, click on new user registration. As simple as once I got click on that particular link, you need to be able to see that this page has been displayed or not. Once I got click on this link, you need to be able to see that that page has been displayed or not. So here, as a tester, you have to take care about that navigations, functionality working or not. Everything need to be tested. So once this page has been displayed, it will be taking care about testing this functionality. So how we are testing? We are entering all the required details and click on register button. Once we got click on this register button, what will be the expected result? Login successful. Once you click on that register button, what will be the result? See your requirement document. It is clearly mentioned. Enter all the required fields and click on register button. Once you got click on register button, after some time, here the printing mistake is there. Just in the document you can add with the word is sometime. Just make a note of that. Page number 4. In the page number 4, this terminology is after some time. Just mention the time. After some time. So after some time, we need to receive what we have to receive? What we have to receive? Email. Email from admin team or KCR team? Is it KCR is sending any email for you guys here? No. To whom you have to get an email? From admin team. That email also having with login details here. So the meaning is, as part of the tester, we are understanding that we have to test the functionality of registration. To test this functionality of registration, first we need to begin launching the browser, entering the URL, need to click on new user registration. Then that page will be displayed. You will enter all the required details here. Once you enter all the required details, if you click on that particular register button, you have to able to see that. You need to be able to see that. Need to be receive an email from admin team with login details here. So you need to be taking care about in testing the registration functionality correctly working or not. And after that, checking with the next one, that will be considered login. So what is the use of this module here? What is the use of this module? Login into application by using valid login details. In case of entered invalid login details, error message need to be displayed. What error message should be displayed? Is the details provided here? No. So that is what you are understanding. Whenever you are working in the real time, everything you will be referred from requirement document only. In that particular requirement document, whatever the details has been mentioned, you need to be taking care about testing that particular functionality. So here we are taking care about this particular proper error message has been displayed or not. What kind of error message it has been displayed, we are not worried. We are taking care about in testing that particular error message has been displayed or not. Okay. And for this, what are the navigations need to follow? Launching the browser. After that, entering with URL. So once you enter the URL, what need to be displayed? Login page. This is how you have been referring with the requirement document. Testing is not at all difficult. All the information has been available in this particular requirement document. You guys need to be refer that particular requirement document. According to that requirement document, need to be understood what are the functionalities need to be tested. You will be launching with the browser. URL will be entered. Then what is the page it has to display? Login page. In that login page, username and password, text boxes should be displayed. So this username and password should be displayed as? It has to be displayed as text boxes. Along with that, required one, login button. So whenever you guys got an application, in that application, you will be testing that these particular fields has been displayed as text box or not, buttons or not. So everything you have to test it, including with the functionality, not like only main functionality, related to whole application. Whatever the functionalities you want to be tested, you need to be continued in testing with the whole application. So considering that this particular login button. So once you click on login button, What is the next step? Enter valid username and then taking with valid password. Once you enter valid username, valid password. Next, what you are doing? Click on this login button. Once you click on the login button, what will be the next result here? What is it? Search hotel page need to be displayed. So once I got click on that particular login, so it has to be displayed with search hotel page. Okay. So after that, in this particular page, along with the login, it has to test the functionality. What is the functionality it has to test? In that login page, apart from login, what are the things it has to be tested? Company logo, images, welcome text, login fields, links, header and footer. So how to test, how to write the scenarios we'll discuss. But before writing with other scenarios, you need to get more comfortable with application. What are all functionalities need to be tested? Until unless you are not clear about that particular functionality, you cannot come up with what kind of scenarios need to write. Because the terminology of test scenarios, what is the meaning of test scenarios? Meaning of test scenarios. What need to be tested in that particular application? What kind of functionalities need to be tested? You need to be get provided. So everything will be covered. It's not like only login page. Any other pages. So I mean, the whole application you have to take care about in testing with each and every functionality. So that is what clearly documented. You will go through that, all the modules here. Okay. So we'll be taking care about all these particular modules and need to be get tested. You need to be get tested documenting all the scenarios. Once you got document all the scenarios, apart from requirement number 3, what is the next requirement? Functional components of the project. This is similar to your FRS. Meaning of FRS? Functional requirement specification. What is the use of the document? What is the use of that? FRS document. To understand particular functionality. If you want to understand particular functionality, you will be taking with the help of FRS document. That particular FRS document is equal to this particular functional components. You guys just refer with the points. You have been refer with the points and see that any extra things you can get added. Then deployment diagram, this deployment diagram which has been related to installation. You are not worried. You doesn't require to test anything. Related to deployment, you doesn't require to test anything. As simple, this is one browser from the HTTP connecting to web server. Web server is connecting to database server. So totally how many ways of communication it has been done? First is browser to server, server to database. So how many way of communication? What is it? 3 ways here. As it got in a communication of 3 ways, considering the 3-tier architecture. So considering the 3-tier architecture, you got 1 tier, 2 tier, and then taking with 3 tier here. So the one what we are considering the 3-tier architecture here. So in case of user, how you can explain is you will be having this particular browser. In that particular browser available in a local system, that browser communicating to web server is communicating to database server. Just you guys need to be go through all these theory here. What is meant by that 1-tier architecture, two-tier architecture, three-tier architecture. You need to be aware of that. You need to be get aware of that. In the last, we will be taking with specifications. All the requirements will be provided, and then taking with the names. All the things will be provided. So hardware specifications and then software specifications. After that, what is the last option? What is the last option? Approval. In the real time, once I got this SRS document, it's need to be get approved. Once it has been approved, you need to be get start doing with the testing according to that requirement document. Because we have to refer this requirement document. This document also you need to be taking care about requirement number 3 and requirement number 4. So what you guys can do is just you can start referring this particular document. For tomorrow, you can complete what are all the information available for requirement number 3 and requirement number 4. So by that, we'll be taking with the help of the template and we'll start documenting all the scenarios. So how to document, I'll be discussing it. But before document, you need to be get more comfortable with SRS document. So for tomorrow, spend with the more time in getting understanding. At the same time, please carry printout from tomorrow, including online students. So please carry printout from tomorrow. By that, it will make it more easy to get understand on it. So from tomorrow, I'll start. It will take a time. So that will start writing with scenarios. In the meanwhile, take care about that entry criteria, exit criteria, whatever it is available, take care of that here. Okay? Clear? Tomorrow, what do you have to bring? SRS document. Bringing or forgot? You have to carry that printout till the time of your manual testing to be completed. Okay? Take care of that. Yeah. Carry on. Thank you. Online students, if you have any